Oh, the Christmas season has got me in the mood to talk about geopolitics. Okay, so we all know Santa Claus, right? No. Big fat guy, likes all the cookies. Not ringing any bells. Alright, I hate you. So basically, the North Pole, you know how they deliver toys to all the children? They manufacture a whole bunch of toys. So, basically, what I am thinking is that China would have a really tough time against the North Pole. This holly jolly red suit wearing fat man. Oh, that's Santa. Why? So like I was saying, that holly jolly red suit wearing fat man would give China the hardest time in toy manufacturing. Because, you know, China's the main dominant force in toy manufacturing on the globe. China is responsible for making at least 70% of the world's toys. And you gotta know, being a dominant force in the toy market means you gotta have a lot of resources. And I mean, the North Pole can make toys for every child on Earth every year as long as they're on the good list, so they can absolutely handle it. It might have a bit of a problem controlling that market if we set them up against modern China. But there is one thing you gotta understand. Santa Claus has a head start. His existence long since predates the era of which China became the toy manufacturing empire that they are now. So in this discussion, China can barely hold a candle to the North Pole. So yeah, the North Pole have been making bank off of the toy market for centuries by now. But one issue the North Pole would run into is output. It's a challenge to manufacture that many toys, so naturally, Santa would need to resort to the only method left to deal with such issues. Slavery. Listen, it sucks, but hey, a country's gotta do what a country's gotta do, and well, what are the elves gonna do? Leave? I mean, they have no money and no place to stay. They can just leave to the shivering cold of the Arctic and die. So yeah, Santa's got a pretty good setup for slave ownership here. That's one problem checked off of the list. And of course, after seeing the vast amounts of cash that the North Pole is making, other countries would want a piece of that pound cake. So now we gotta start thinking about defenses so other countries don't just come in and curb stomp Santa's domain. So yeah, the North Pole would need a military. I mean, you'd need to protect important figures like the reindeer and of course, you know, Santa himself. Because as the song says, Santa knows when you're asleep and he knows when you're awake. So other countries could just come in and take old Saint Nick and extract valuable information on their enemies out of him. Every country would probably try to do this to Santa, especially during times of war. So yes, Santa can be used as an instrument of war. And the reindeer gotta be protected because I mean, they don't obey the laws of physics. They can fly and they're so much faster than the speed of sound. I mean, Santa and his reindeer travel 93 million miles, or 150 million kilometers for freedom haters, in just a couple of hours. And imagine how heavy that sleigh and the cargo must be. So yeah, those reindeer are crazy fast and crazy strong. Therefore, I conclude that reindeer would be amazing at bombing places. Yeah, reindeer bombing is a very real possibility here. So you see why the North Pole has got to prevent that, right? So yeah, Santa's got a military now. And assuming it's a good military, it wouldn't be in most countries' best interest to go in there guns a-blazing to take the North Pole over. So instead of that, most other countries would be much more likely to try to establish relations with the North Pole. So basically, the North Pole is a dominant superpower, and this is my most unhinged sounding video ever. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I just had to push something out for a Christmas special. You guys have listened to me ramble about stupid garbage, and I don't know why I'm doing this. This is the most I'm doing. I'm done. I'm not finishing this. No, I'm not doing this. This is gonna be a poorly scripted, not funny, stupid video, and you're gonna have to deal with it as your Omega Blue Christmas special for the year, because I couldn't get the one for Sega channel out in time. I couldn't do this in a day. There's just too many jokes I can make. I can't do this. No, I can't do this. You have to deal with this. I'm sorry, but it's not happening. Alright, this was stupid and beyond terrible, and I'm sorry for wasting your time with it, so I'm gonna end this off by wishing you all happy holidays.